um, I've been doing this for a couple of years, over 10 years actually, working with different businesses, big and small, to help them grow and get to the next level. So one of the things that I find most vital for, can you guys all hear me before I move any further? Am I audible enough, please? If you're audible, please give me a thumbs up so let me be sure. Okay. Let me be sure that you guys can hear me properly. Can you guys hear me? Okay. I think I've seen 1 or 2 thumbs up. All right. So, I do this transforming businesses, and I like to work with businesses that are just trying to start up or are still trying to get themselves in order. And with working with them, I've seen a kind of trend, which is really what I'm going to try and just help us address this evening. I'm going to point you out to areas where I think you can have a lot of issues, and then once that happens, I would, you now begin to see how you can leverage digital to move your business forward. So let me just go straight into the session. So my session is structuring and setting up your business for investment. And I like that topic because it goes beyond just the idea of being an e-business, all right? It also kind of applies beyond how your business should work properly, whether it's online or offline, because whatever you're going to do online is just a reflection of what exactly it is you're doing offline, all right? So I'm going to cover a couple of topics. The first one I'm going to talk about is the exit strategy, and I'm sure you're wondering why am I talking about the exit strategy at the beginning, all right? But you see what I mean. And then the second one is capturing capital, what investors are looking for, leveraging technology, assemble an A team, and bring in buyers. So those about 6 things are what I'm going to take through in this session. I'm going to try and be as quick as possible, and then so that we can have room for questions and answers. So I'm going to try and expand your view a little bit about entrepreneurship, so that you can actually hit the nail on the head when you go out there, and you don't stress yourself by asking too many questions. All right. So first thing is I want you to understand entrepreneurship, and I want to give an analogy so that it's kind of I'm going to carry this analogy all through the presentation so that it would help you understand what I'm saying. Okay. So this is like a mental hook I'm trying to provide now. Being an entrepreneur is like becoming a parent, okay? Your skill or product is your baby, and you need to deliver it safely. So that's what it's all about. You start off with this idea in your heart, and you want to obviously deliver an idea that the world can look at and say, oh, this business was started by, by Anne or Damilola or something. And that helps. That is what really is in your heart when you say you want to become an entrepreneur. However, these times that we're in require you to learn to use technology to set up, structure, and grow your business. So before you could get away without using technology, but now it's better, it's faster, you can reach more people and all. And then most importantly is for you to understand that the rules for attracting investors remain the same, whether it's online or offline. So why am I mentioning investors so early? Because the reality is that when you're talking about your business, from the very beginning, you should be thinking about your exit strategy, all right? And what I mean by your exit strategy, because I know that people are like, oh, I'm just starting my cake business or my clothing business. Why should I be thinking about leaving? But the reality is that exiting for an entrepreneur means 2 things. One, making sure it can run successfully without you. So right now, if you don't go to work, nothing gets done, all right? And even if you're there, you still have to do a lot of hands-on work. Your staff don't yet understand what to do, or maybe you're the one doing the delivery business, you're doing it yourself. So the beginning of entrepreneurship is really a very lonely journey. You're the only one doing a lot of things. You're multitasking and all right? And even though there's now online to make things easier, but you're still doing a lot of work yourself. The journey of an entrepreneur is to get your business to the point where you can step out of that, that box of doing the work yourself and hand it over to somebody, so that you can actually take a trip to the Bahamas, take a trip to, Dubai, just go and chill for 1 weekend because you're stressed, your head is paining you, and the business can continue running effectively. That's really what you want to achieve, whether you realize it or not, okay? The second thing is that you also want to get to the point where you can leverage on other people's money, not your own money anymore, to grow the business, all right? This is what people do when they say they are going to the stock market, raising an IPO. This is an important part of entrepreneurship all around the world. When you start a business, you want to get to the point where you take it to the stock market. What happens at the stock market? People buy into the business and pay you back for all the sweat that you've been sweating for the last maybe 10 years. And then they're not the ones giving you the money to grow the business. So it's like you've really stopped using your money. You're just earning a salary now. Your work is no more there. So this is really what exit is for an entrepreneur. And I want you to keep this at the back of your mind as you struggle every day. That your business needs to get to the point where people can come in and put their money in, all right? And people can come in and help the business run, and you can just sleep and enjoy the profits of all the work you're doing. I want you to understand that this is really your exit strategy, because it's important in setting up your business that you have this at the back of your mind. Now, having said that, what are investors looking for? What are people that are going to say, oh, I want to invest in this person's business? Whether it's buying shares or whether it is putting capital down or borrowing your money, what are they looking for? They're looking for four things. One, who is on your A team? And I'll explain who the A team is. All right. Two, how healthy is the business already? Some people buy sick businesses, but most would rather invest in a healthy business. All right. Three, how profitable is the industry you are in? All right. This season of COVID-19 has redefined profitability in businesses. So before, an events business was very profitable, but right now you're wondering that, man, what's happening in this business, all right? And then the last thing they're looking for is how much money can they make back. So people buy shares in your company because they believe that your company would help them make some money back, all right? So how much money can they make back? And this is what they're looking for. So how can you get your business to the point where it answers these four questions? All right, this is the journey of setting up your business for investment. This is the journey of setting up your business so that you can enjoy the work that you're doing. All right, and I'm going to take it through, one by one. The first thing is capital. All right, you need to understand capital if you're going to grow your business. You need to understand the way capital works. You need to understand the way capital, helps you to grow your business. Now, many of us think about capital from the angle of the money I use to start up the business, but capital goes beyond that. All right. Now, the first thing I want to address is the capital dilemma. That's funding your baby. You just give birth to this idea. The first day you say, I want to start this business, the first thing you need to do is to go and do your CAC. That means you must spend money. That's all part of capital, all right? So what's your capital dilemma? The fact that from the first day you start a business, you start losing money, which is not really what you want to be doing. You are doing the business to make money, but you have to, first of all, they'll say you use money to make money. So that's the first issue, all right? And it means that if you don't quickly make sales, you are going to actually sink. It means you're going to actually die. You're going to abort that pregnancy. So you must, as you are starting a business, already find a way to delay the money that you are losing. You must find a way to delay the money that you're going to lose, because if you don't delay it, you're just going to spend money. You're going to spend 100,000, 1 million, 10 million, and you will not have actually earned any money. You'll have actually just, been worse than you started off, which is where many people get to when they're starting a business and they're not making money in time. The business cries. All right. So there's a simple formula that I want you to apply when you're starting a business. All right, to make sure that you're holding back on your capital as much as possible. All right, this is a simple formula and you must apply it. One, what you can lease, don't buy. So some of you might say, I'm doing cake business, I want to get a new oven. If you can rent an oven, rent it, don't buy an oven. That's the truth. You will save yourself a lot of money. And the money that is left, you can use it to run the business. In fact, if you can borrow that oven from a friend and not pay the friend anything for borrowing it, then do that instead of leasing it. All right. So instead of renting it, borrow it. And then if you can get it for free from that person, then don't borrow it. So as much as when you're starting a business, you have to look for all the things around you that won't cost you anything to start off. It's important that you have that at the back of your mind, because many times I've dealt with entrepreneurs who say, oh, Pastor Chris, I want to start a business. I need 5 million. I'm like, what do you need 5 million for? Hey, I want to get an office. I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm like, you don't need to do that. Even for me, I'm starting my business from my house. All right, I'd been in this box where like, oh, I needed to have X, Y, Z, have a car, have a this, have a that. But in reality, I already had a house, a 3-bedroom flat. I wasn't using all the rooms. Turn one room to an office and start from there. I'm not paying rent. I'm not paying extra money for NEPA. So those are the ways that you can actually begin to structure your business for growth, so that you are saving on your capital before you actually even start off. Think about all the things you can get for free. Or if you look at the story of the woman that Elisha helped, he asked her, what do you have in your house? What do you already have? He didn't ask her to go and raise any money. Oh, she said, oh, all I have is oil. He said, that's enough. So you have the oil. Okay, what else do you have? You have friends. Okay, go and borrow. He didn't say go and buy. He said go and borrow their vessels. All right, so that means go and get it for free. And by the time she brought the two things that she had for free, and she put the oil inside the vessel began to fill up, and it continued filling up. And when she was done, she didn't just give them back their vessel. She gave them its oil that they had to pay her for. So the first thing you want to do when starting the business is don't say, I don't have any money to start the business. There's something about God. He might have made you naked, but he didn't make you empty. Every person has something they can leverage on. And I want you to think about that right now when it comes to your business. When you're saying, oh, I have money. Think about the things around you that you can start with, the people around you that leverage on to help you, either to give you a space or to, you know, give you something that they're not using right now. Think about it. Somebody that did a catering business and is no more using the utensils. Think about it. There are people around you that you can actually begin to leverage on right now. That's where it starts from. Now, the fact is that there is money. Now, many entrepreneurs say, I don't have money to start a business. All right. This is the second thing that I see happening a lot. All right. I don't have any money to start a business, but in reality, there is money. Let's take it one step at a time. Number one is the fact that banks have been mandated by CBN to give loans of face penalty. All right. So in reality, there's a lot of money. I've spoken to a lot of investment bankers and entrepreneurs and business people, bankers, and they'll tell you that look, there's money out there for business. I know people that have raised 4 billion. Right? So it tells you that when you try to get for your own business, a million, 2 million, maybe even just 150. So if you didn't start the business, yeah. There are people out there who are in the business of helping businesses like yours to grow. So there is really money. The problem that you have is not lack of money. It is that you don't yet understand how to attract the money, no matter how big or how small. So that is where structuring your business comes in. When your business is structured, then you're able to acquire funding, all right? And you're able to attract people to help you, even at the stage you are currently in. All right, so that structure is what I'm going to discuss with you. And I want to explain it to you a little more. And I'm going to start talking about capital first. I'm going to discuss what I call the financing zone. And I wanted to, you know, I hope this would break some mental barriers for you and help you to realize that, you know, I can actually move this business even though I don't have money in my pocket. Before we even start getting to the online conversation, all right, these are fundamentals. So what's the financing zone? The financing zone is something I came up with, and it has 4 elements in it, all right? The first one is cash. Cash is what many of us understand when we're starting a business. I have just, you know, 100,000 for this business, okay? And somebody has come to you and says, oh, I want you to sew me a dress. So you use the 100,000 naira, you use 50K or 40K to go and learn how to make dresses. You now have maybe 60K left. You want to buy a machine or something so that you can start the sewing. But in reality, what you should be doing is you should be finding ways of keeping your cash back, all right? And I'm going to get to that, all right? And then the second thing you have is credit, all right? Credit is not necessarily borrowing money from somebody. Credit is, you know, having a good reputation. That's really credit. Having a bankable name, all right? The next thing is your capital and your character, okay? And I'm going into that in detail. Now, what you want to do when you're doing a business. So let's say you're fresh out of fashion school, all right? You don't have a sewing machine yet, but you've learned very well in the school, okay? You've learned amazingly well in that school. All right, so you are quite good. You're one of the best students there. So you have the character, you have the ability to sew properly. Now, many people, when I want to start my fashion business, they're going to say, oh, I want to get a sewing machine. The first thing you want to do when you're starting a business is to find your customer. Your customer is in the middle of this financing zone. That is the first thing. Your customer. And do you know what you get that customer to do? Get the customer to pay you upfront. Upfront is what you're looking for. All right. Now, once the customer can pay you adequately upfront, it reduces the pressure on your money, on your cash. All right. Not this capital is from the money I'm talking about, cash, starting balance. It reduces the pressure on your starting balance so that you can actually be able to attract, so that I can actually be able to finance that business. So somebody says, okay, I want to sew a dress. How much do you sew your dress? I sew my dress for 15,000. Okay, I'll pay you 10K upfront. Now remember that you don't have a sewing machine yet. All right. But with that 10,000 naira, you can get into the market, Lagos Island market, and because you know how to sew, you can actually arrange with a friend or somebody that has a sewing machine and say, borrow me this sewing machine for 2 or 3 days. I will rent it from you for 5K. All right. So because that person has paid you upfront, you're able to leverage on things around you. But in many cases, when you're starting a business, because you are not yet sure how good you are, you charge the client maybe 5,000 naira. With that 5,000 naira, you're not able to leverage. All right. So the first thing is you want to make sure that the person pays you upfront. Now, the second thing you also want is you want credit. What does credit mean? It means that the person has given you money to the fashion business to sew her some dresses. She has paid you upfront. Very good. Now, can you also get the material from the material seller and pay him later? Are you getting the point I'm making here? So instead of paying the guy on the spot and taking out of, she paid you 10K out of 15K. Instead of taking out 10K, all right, and using it to buy the fabric, can you get the the fabric seller to give you upfront to say, let me pay you later? I'm sure you're like, man, who will do that with me? Nobody's going to do that with me. Who's going to do that with me? But in reality, it's possible if you are able to guarantee this creditor that you're going to give him a good sales volume. I know that to some extent it will require, some history, but that is where your upfront payment comes in. So you'll have bought from him once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. He sees that you're a good customer. One day you will say, you know what, this is what I'm looking for. I can't give you the money now. Let me bring it to you next week. Let me finish up this dress. If you can't find creditors like this, you need to find them. Those are people that are going to help your business because they would help you to manage the funds in your hand. All right. Now, another thing that will make the man state, okay, this person is bringing me good sales volume, but do I trust this person? Does he or she look like someone I can trust? Will she run away with my fabric? Would he run away with my fabric? So you need to build a strong relationship with the person. All right. Strong relationship, and that goes into another level. Now, supposedly the person says, no, I can't do that with you. You're going to be looking for someone that will give you money or borrow you money. That's where a bank comes in. And the bank is going to say, okay, this is your business. You have a good sales volume. Fair enough. Well, we might not be able to trust you, but you can bring us 3 or 4 guarantors. That's fine. Guarantors. A lot of people are giving loans now without collateral. They just want to know that they can find your house and you can't run away. Once you can trust, give them that, show that, oh, look, this is where I live, this is where my house is, this is where you can locate me anytime. A lot of people will give you money these days. But now the question I'm going to really ask themselves is, how well is your business doing over the last 3 months? Can you really pay me? Even though I know where you are, if I come to your house, if I trust you and I can come to your house, but you don't have the money, I can't kill you. So I can put you in prison, but it doesn't guarantee my money will come out. So in reality, they're asking themselves, how good is this business, doing right now? How many people have you sold for? How many people are happy with your products? What's your sales volume like? What's your profit and loss over the last 2 or 3 months? That's why banks ask for your bank statement when you're asking for a loan. They want to see the health of your business. And then the last thing they're going to be checking is, what's this person's brand? So there are a lot of people that go to the bank, they don't have any records, but just because they're a popular face. Don Jazzy says, I want to float a new record label. I'm doing an event, maybe something, and he goes to the bank, and the bank gives him money, not because of his record only, but because of his brand. Because there are other people that are successful music producers, but he has a strong brand. So this understanding is vital for you as a business to know that, look, I need to make sure that I'm collecting money upfront for my clients, even if they're my friends. Let them pay you something upfront. That commitment is necessary. And 2, look for creditors that you can build a strong relationship with that would help you or allow you to be able to pay them later where possible. Are you with me? So this understanding is vital because you need to know how it works. So what am I saying in summary? Sales volume is king. The first thing an entrepreneur needs to do, if you're going to do anything, is to grow your volume, not to go and open a shop. Grow your volume. Begin to grow. I know people that started fashion business without a single sewing machine. They started looking for customers and getting clothes sewn using the boys in Yaba or the boys in Lagos Island to sew it and deliver to the clients good quality material. So your first assignment is building that relationship that grows your sales volume. All right. Aggressive sales is the starting point of attracting investment to your business. And this is where marketing and especially digital marketing comes in. So before now, marketing for small business was very difficult, very hard. But with digital marketing, it's so easy. And I'm sure the next speaker is going to take us on that fully. All right. And this is where e-entrepreneurship is key, basically, because you can grow your volume quickly and you can grow your sales quickly. So that's your focus when you're thinking about going online. It's not because, oh, everybody's going online, I'm going online. You're going online because you want to aggressively grow your sales volume. All right. E-entrepreneurship is more than having a website, social media account, or collecting payments online. Becoming an e-entrepreneur is about processes. And that's what I really need to understand. The processes are vital because technology is easy, processes are hard. And my focus today in helping you to become an e-entrepreneur is to show you the processes that I think are going to be vital for you to grow your business. All right. And there are 2 processes. 1, the process of assembling yourself an A team, and 2, the process of bringing in buyers. And I want to start with this example. All right. In this example here, we have Barcelona for the guys. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. They won the Champions League in 2015, And I put up this picture at the point where they've won the trophy. And if you've been watching a football match, all of us know that a football match is played with 22 players on the pitch, 11 players on a team. But now that they've won, all of a sudden, we are seeing faces that most of us do not know. All right, we are seeing 3 goalkeepers that never showed up. We are seeing like 10 other people. We are seeing people in, coaching clothes. We don't know. We don't know all these guys. But these are really the guys on the Barcelona team, not just the 11. 11 are just the ones in the forefront. They have other people in the back that are making it possible. And your business, too, has to have the same thing. And let me go back to the analogy of, let me go back to the analogy of the pregnant woman, all right? We have the pregnant woman. She's pregnant like you. You're an entrepreneur. You have an idea you want to bring forth, all right? But you need to understand that she cannot do this job on her own. She can't become pregnant on her own. She needs people to help her, get through the idea of becoming a parent. She needs people to support her. Who are these people? First person is your spouse, all right? The spouse, your spouse, we call him or her the co-worker. Your spouse is the co-worker that helps you to, get pregnant. We now have the doctor. We call him or her the collaborator. The collaborator is there to help you deliver the baby safely. And we have the family and the in-laws who are your champions, okay? Now, how does this relate to your business? 1, co-workers. These are people that help you to ensure that the product can be made. They are there for the process, all right? 2, these are people that, we have people that help you make the product. And these are 2 different people, distinctive people in the company. And 3, people that help ensure the product is sold. Let me go deeper into this. Most people start a business because they learned how to make a product. You learned how to bake cake. That was why you started the cake business, all right? But that is not the only pathway to starting a business. In fact, generally, I see that entrepreneurs struggle more when they come in from the product angle, all right? They struggle more to grow the business because they are focused on making a product, and it doesn't allow them to focus on the other things. And what are the other things? 1, promotion. You find that people that know how to sew very well or do the product very well don't never really have time to sell the business. They are so focused on meeting customers' demands that they are not focused on making new customers, all right? And this is where a lot of people struggle. And then some other people, they are very good at, they started the business from promotion. Let's take the guy that is a fashion stylist. He doesn't do anything. He just goes around dressing nice and telling people, I can style you. Okay, I don't know if I'm using fashion and cake throughout today, but I'm sure you get the idea. And you can ask me questions as we go along as relates to your business. So the guy is a stylist. He doesn't know how to sew. Doesn't even know how to draw. He doesn't know how to pick clothes. He knows how to market himself. So he walks up to an office, a bank, and says, "Let me supply you guys suits in this bank." Okay, he's promoting himself. He goes when you say, "Okay, no problem, supply a suit." He goes to the person that can make the product and gets a product from that person. All right, now he's doing it for 1 or 2 people. People are liking what he's doing. Then suddenly the head office calls him and says, "Look, you've been supplying nice suits to our branch in Egbeda and Akonwojo. Can you do the same thing for all our branches in Lagos?" Wow, all of a sudden, his answer to prayer has come. The helper of destiny has showed up. He's like, "Man, this is what I've been praying for, my divine breakthrough." Do you know the next thing he's going to have to do? He's going to have to find people to help him with that process. The bank will ask you a question. "Do you have an account with us?" No, I don't have an account. Okay, go and get an account. He needs someone to help him set up a CAC. Once that happens, he needs someone to help him pick up the clothes from the supplier. You have a lot of things. You have to do supply, demand, producing the product, making sure that when they're making the shirts or the suits, there's generator, making sure that when they are making the suits, they have food for them to be eating because they're going to work overnight, making sure there's lights, making sure there's water, making sure there's this. So now the guy has moved from promoting to now the process, all right? And these things would overwhelm any entrepreneur. A lot of entrepreneurs are doing all these 3 things, and that's why you're overwhelmed. You're the one that will go and buy fuel if the gen goes off. You're the one that will sort out your internet. You're the one that will go and deliver the clothes. You're the one that will go and pick up the fabric from Lagos Island. All right, then you come back and sew it. When you're done sewing it, where's the time for you to post on social media? Okay, you are so busy, you even forget to actually take a picture. I know that one happens a lot. I have a friend that does something similar. She will have forgotten. She'll have sent the order. And I say, "Hey, I forgot to take a picture." You'll not be begging the customer for, "Please send me pictures. Let me know how to think about it." You see, but in reality, you should separate these things. Find a team that can do these things. Have different staff that can do this. Now, the second person, people are collaborators. I hope I'm not taking too much time, Chike. Please, if I am, let me know. Collaborators, all right? These are people that you need for your business. I call them, there are three kinds of collaborators. One, your supporters, agege bread and ewa going. All right, like the doctor and the pregnant woman. Their business thrives on your business thrives on their business. So you're entering into a collaboration. All right, everywhere you see agege bread, you should see ewa going nearby. All right, those are your supporters. You have supply partners. Where do you source your raw material from? Where does the bean seller buy her beans from? That person is her supply partner. All right. And then your substitutes. And this is very important. Many entrepreneurs don't have this. SMEs in particular. People that can replace you when you have shortage because SMEs don't have competitors. So imagine that guy who got the deal from the bank to supply all their clothes in the head office. Imagine he suddenly fell ill. Suddenly he had a sickness out of the blues just when his helper of destiny called him and said, supply the bank. Is he going to call the bank and say, I'm not feeling fine, I can't deliver? No. He should find somebody else who does a similar business that can help him to deliver, a substitute, someone that is just as good as he is. And that is why you will find that if you go to Lagos Island, the people that are selling shoes are all on the same line. So the day you walk into a shoe shop and you say, I want to buy a shoe, you say, which shoe? You can't see the shoe here. You say, no, let me see the picture. You show him the picture, say, I got that for warehouse. He's not going to any warehouse. He's going to his friend's shop who has that shoe. All right? That his friend is a substitute. And they understand the formula of, look, whatever I'm going to sell, this is the lowest you can go on this shoe, 15K. He will come to you and he will never sell that shoe for 15K. He will sell it for 15.5, 16K, or if possible, 30,000 naira. All right? But what has happened there? He has made a sale. He has substituted himself, his merchandise, for somebody else. And many SMEs don't have this. So you've gotten an order to deliver 100 packs of jollof rice. And as you're delivering the 100 packs, suddenly you get another order for 200 packs from somebody else. You can't meet that capacity, all right? You can't meet that capacity, but you must at least have somebody else that can help you, Sorry, I just need to take this. Sorry. Okay. So you need to have somebody else that has the capacity to also meet that demand, and you split the profit. So that's how your business will actually grow. And then the third thing you're looking for is champions, people that give you access to business. All right, give you access to business secrets, networking and financing opportunities. All right, or entrepreneurship, and then people that also support you financially with friendly or no interest rates, and people who recommend you to other people. I'm sure we can find people that fall into this category. These ones, advocates, are mostly your friends, angels, maybe your family members who just want to help you. Access are people in business that you've taken as your mentor, have taken as a mentee. All right. So I want you to understand that every business needs these people, and if you don't have these people, you are going to be struggling, and that's the truth. Think about it very carefully. You're overwhelmed because you're doing all the processing, all the products, and all the promotion. All right. You're also overwhelmed because you don't have enough money, you don't have enough people recommending you, and you don't know a lot about the industry. So if you think about it very carefully, beyond just being able to start your business, you must put around yourself people that are there to support you. Some of you will say, oh, I want to go online. You have no clue how to run an online campaign. That is why you need a session like this. So your Transformers Assembly is bringing you access to who? Champions, people that know what they are doing, to give you some advice, all right? And this is vital. Okay, we might not be able to give you money, all right, or recommend your business, but this access is very, very important, where we can give you things, information that you did not know, you didn't have before. It helps you to accelerate your business. Okay, so let me look for an everyday example. Beyonce, all right, we all know her. Who is her champion? The record label is her champion. Who are co-workers? Her personal stylist, her manager, and who is her collaborator? Other music producers and other artists. Okay. Another one, Messi. We saw him in the beginning. A club and a club manager is his champion. If the manager does not like him, he's not going to play. If he doesn't play, he's not going to shine. If he doesn't shine, there's no Messi. So the club manager is his champion. His teammates are his co-workers, and his sporting agent that finds him sports deals are also his co-workers. The collaborator is coach. All right. So I can go on and on. Poultry farm. The poultry association is his champion. Co-workers, the marketer, and the people that work in the poultry farm, and collaborator, a bakery, a restaurant, a veterinary doctor. These are guys that are there, that their business thrives on his own business. Okay, so what are the key takeaways? Focus on yourself, all right? Delegate the work. The first step to growing your business is take care of yourself and your brand. And if you're doing everything yourself, you're not taking care of yourself. The pregnant woman knows she needs a doctor. She can't give birth to that child on her own. Taking care of herself means going to get help. All right. Two, growth wouldn't come as long as you remain the cleaner, accountant, marketer, admin officer, etc. You must delegate, share the vision. If you don't have an A team, you are going nowhere. You can only go as far as your team can take you. All right. So I have a big question for you, and I want you to try this activity quickly. I want to move as fast as possible, which is this. Get a piece of paper, all right? Get a piece of paper and answer this question and give yourself marks for this. Do you have a co-worker for your business who is focused on the process? That means somebody apart from you. If you do, give yourself 2 marks. Do you have someone that is focused on the product? I know you can bake the cake, but do you have an assistant that helps you bake? If you do, 2 marks. Do you have someone that is helping you with social media, helping you that when they call, you take the orders, or you're the one that is also taking the orders? If you do, if you have someone that is doing all that, give yourself 2 marks. Do you have a collaborator? Someone that gives you good discounts when you go to the market? If you do, give yourself 2 marks. Do you have someone that allows you pay later when you're taking products? If you do, give yourself 3 marks. That's very important. Do you have someone that can represent you perfectly? If you can't bake that cake, somebody else can bake it for you. Give yourself 3 marks. Do you have a champion? Someone that's giving you something other than money to support your business in the last 1 year. So right now, Transformers Assembly is your champion. They're giving you a business support training to support your business. So that's 3 marks automatically. All right. Do you have someone that's introduced you to someone or something that has helped your business grow? All right. The person has shown you something, and this is not the same person. That's be somebody else. Give yourself 3 marks. Do you have someone that's giving you money to start the business? If you do, that's very rare. Give yourself 5 marks. Now, if anybody's name appears more than once, for every time the person's name appears, give yourself, remove from that your point 1 mark. Every time the person's name appears, after the first time, every time somebody's name appears more than once, minus 1 mark for all those times. And the question will be, what's your final score? At the end of the day, you should have about 25 marks. So do you have 25 marks, or are you, struggling somewhere? So I wanted to capture this in your head carefully. It's very important that you do this, okay? It's very important that you do this and analyze for yourself how powerful is my A team. If you are scoring above 20, then I think you're doing quite well. If you are scoring below 10, I'm sure your business you're struggling in it. I don't need to to tell me. All right. So just I can give us 30 seconds to finish this up. Let me leave it on this slide briefly. All right. And I want you to really analyze your business. How well is my business doing? Because before you go online, all this must be in place. Even if you are, you are a Superman, you need all this for your business. You need all this for your business. Okay, so moving on. I like to share your marks. If if you have those marks there, please share them with us. Let's know what you scored to make for a good conversation. Okay. All right. Now, the next thing that is important, I said there are 2 processes that are important for you to become an e-business. The second, and I said one is assembling your team. The second is bringing in your buyers. All right. And in doing that, I want you to understand that you are nothing without your fans, and that is your 4th player, your 4th teammate. All right. Your customers are everything. And I'm going to explain this in what I call the buying zone and discussing your brand. And I'll round up in this session. Okay. Let me just be very quick. Now, the buying zone captures 4 things also. Your personal branding. And I said personal branding because for an SME, your brand, your business and you are still the same person, just like the pregnant woman. Herself and the baby are still the same person. All right. Now, your personal branding is affected by your price, and your customers are drawn in by your marketing. This is what I call the buying zone, okay? And there are the 3 laws of the buying zone, which I say, number 1, your marketing brings in your customers. Number 2, your customer justifies your branding. And number 3, your branding justifies your pricing. And I want you to understand why I'm saying this. I've seen people that do amazing stuff, but they're just very bad marketing it. If you don't market, no matter how good your product is, you won't have customers. You must be marketing. And that is why the digital marketing course after me is very important. You must be marketing. If you're not marketing, you're not doing anything. You're just sitting on a dream. All right. Yeah. Somebody said you're sleeping on a bicycle. You must be marketing your business actively every day. When you wake up in the morning, before you say, God, please bless my business, you say, God, please bless my marketing strategy. Because God will ask you what is in your hand. Okay, God, this is my marketing strategy. Today, oh, I want to do 2 or 3 videos. Let the right customer see it. That is what you should be praying. Oh God, please send me helpers of destiny alone. All right. You must market your business. 2, you must understand that your branding justifies, your customer justifies your branding. Now, why is this important? Because if you want to sell rice to bricklayers, you don't sell it to them in TFC, in a TFC. TFC is targeting a particular kind of customer. That is why Tasty Fried Chicken is packaged the way it is packaged. The woman under the tree selling rice is targeting a specific kind of customer. That is why she's packaged the way she's packaged. So you need to answer the question of which kind of customer am I targeting? If your branding does not justify the customer, there's going to be a problem. If you want to sell your clothes at 50,000 naira, you need to brand yourself in a particular way. You can't brand your business like a tailor. You cannot even call yourself a tailor. You have to change the name from tailor to fashion designer. In fact, from fashion designer to fashion stylist. Even you can add something on top. All right, international fashion stylist. You must do that because your branding is what to justify, the kind of customer that your customer to justify the kind of branding, and your branding would justify your price. All right. So if you're looking for a customer that can buy your clothes at 100K, you need to brand like someone that sells clothes for 100,000 naira. And those are the 3 laws of the buying zone. All right. And I said it this way: if branding is the bullet, marketing is the trigger. So branding is what makes them buy, but marketing is what makes them even see your branding in the first place. Okay. Now, you need to define your personal brand for starters. And I've discovered that people associate with you, all right, for one of the following reasons, one or all of the 4 following reasons, which are: 1, your results. What are the results in you and in your business? You are a stylist. Do you look like a stylist? Do you dress like a stylist? I have a lady in my son's school that you will know this man is a fashion designer. You will know. She dresses like it. When they are doing children's party, the boy is always looking sharp. You will know that this man is a fashion designer. It is obvious in her life. Okay. 2, self-satisfaction that they will derive from your business. Are the products that you have amazing? Why do people kill themselves to buy Apple devices? Because when they buy an Apple device, they don't just buy a phone. They buy status. That's the truth. They buy a status. Suddenly, this boy is not a big boy, not a big girl. All right, because she can afford iPhone 12 XYZ. All right, so that's why people kill themselves to do those kind of things, because it's self-satisfaction. And nobody associates with the brand. So does your brand give them that kind of feeling also? And then the next thing is, what's the vision for your company? If your company has a very powerful vision, you'll find that people would also want to associate your company. And the last one is who you are. Are you an attractive person? When I mean attractive, meaning your attitude, your character, your values, do they align with what people are looking for in their life? All right. So this is what I call the RSVP, and they're vital for helping your business to grow. You must pay close attention to these things. Maybe people know you to be a good footballer. All right. That might just be your results, but you might have a bad attitude on the pitch. All right. So those are your values. So people will say, oh, look, this guy is the highest goal scorer, but my brand cannot sponsor his campaign because we don't like his attitude. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So these are the 4 things for your personal brand. Second thing are your customers. Who are you targeting online? You have 2 kinds of customers: your primary customer and your secondary customer. And you can identify them using their age, their income, their living location, their mode of transportation, their internet options, and their entertainment options. And this is very vital. All right. And I want to create, first of all, give you an analogy here, or something that I expressed. So I was doing work for an NGO. I did a lot of stuff with children. All right. And there was this particular thing we're doing where we're making um, playbooks for children, things that they can use, activity workbooks for children. And we had an Instagram account. And on Instagram account, we were struggling to get followers. And we suddenly realized that we're marketing the thing wrongly. So on the Instagram page, we were showing to parents what's the word now? The playbook, oh, what your child needs, X, Y, Z. And they were not really responding. But they wanted to change our conversation from talking about the playbook to talking about parenting. All of a sudden, the parents, seem to get more interested. All right. Now, the children were our primary customer, but the parents were the secondary customer. And in this particular case, we had to the parents were our primary customer. Why? Because they were the ones paying for the products. That's the truth. Why the children were the secondary customer? Because they're the ones that are going to use the product. All right. And that was very vital for us because we now began to understand that, look, sometimes to trigger a sale, you need to first of all talk to the secondary customer. Sometimes. That is why Indomie will go to schools and tell children, tell the parents to buy Indomie. All right. So the child now goes home and influences the parents to buy the product. Okay, I know of us might know this, but so let's move on. For your business, how can you now know who your ideal customer is? You need to define this thing yourself. How old is the person you're looking for? How much do they earn? Where did they live? You know, where did they move around? How did they move around? These are things that if you think about it carefully, you can answer. You can actually answer. And there are so many ways to do that. I'm sure digital marketing might take you through how to do that. But let me just share some things that I wanted to understand, okay? And I apply this formula very easily. So I find that there are different kinds of, let me do this. I find that how a customer will purchase from you, either online or offline, is determined by how the customer sees himself or herself, okay? And there are 4 kinds of customers. I want you to understand this. 1, you have a satisfied customer. Satisfied customer is someone that is price sensitive. And I'm using Frank Donga as our example. He's price sensitive, meaning he wants to know this money I'm spending must make sense for me. That's 1. 2, we have aspirational customers, people that they want to look better than they are. They are going somewhere in life and they're trying to look like what they are going to. So they are brand sensitive. They're the ones that will say, look, I would rather buy a second-hand Range Rover than buy a brand new Kia. That decision is an aspirational decision. You both have 5 million to buy a car. One will go and buy a brand new Kia because I want a car that will not give me trouble. But an aspirational person will say, look, man, I need to have a Range Rover so that when I enter to that party or get to that place, they will treat me in a particular way. So do you want to market to that kind of person? You need to know which one you want to market to because they are all customers. You can also talk to the actualized customer, people like my friend, Aleko Dangote, all right? So these ones, they are honor sensitive. If you're going to make them a shirt, they want that shirt to be the only shirt that you made like that. They might not necessarily buy from Louis Vuitton, but they can buy from you if you are assuring them that this shirt is unique to them. Sometimes some people will put their name on the shirt, they will have a particular, that's why Tinubu has number 8 on his filler. You can't get number 8 from Louis Vuitton, all right? He will have a person that is showing it from him. He wants just to be honored with the product he's buying. Customized wristwatch, only 2 in the world, only 5 in the world. That's the kind of thing they're looking for, all right? And then the 4th one are the disguised customers, the flamboyant ones, all right? These are the ones that they want you to know that they have money, but they're not really that rich, all right? And these people are a market segment in themselves. I can give you 2 examples. I know of a guy who said he only sold cars to Yahoo boys. Do you know why? He said because a Yahoo boy will buy the car at maybe 2 million. He will take the car and he would pimp up the car, make the car look really nice, put sound system, do everything. And then 6 months down the line, when he's broke, he's looking for who to sell the car to because he needs money. So he comes back to him and the guy will say, this is your car. I can't buy anything more than 1.1 million. And the guy looking for money, so he says, okay, no problem. But he's selling back to him a pimped up car that guy will sell for 2.5. So that is an industry. I know somebody else that used to sell clothes only to Yahoo girls or Aristo girls. Said why? Because Aristo girls always have money. And they always spend a lot. They buy a lot. So when they come to her, they buy a lot. If you're not careful, they can owe you. But when they have money, they will spend a lot. So there are people that sell to this category. So the question is, which category do you sell to? Because even online, people behave this way. For example, there's some people that will say, look, I don't do Instagram. Why? Instagram chops my data. That person is price sensitive. The other people that will say, oh, I'm only on Instagram because people need to know me. I need to have followers. That person is aspirational. All right. The other people that online, they are trying to be what they're not. All right. So there are people, you need to understand how all this resonates with your online audience and with your ideal customer. All right. So now, how can you apply this to your business? I wanted to figure this out. So just a quick, I put the slides wrongly. Now, let's say the person is earning 150,000 naira a month. All right. That's a low income earner. Or maybe 20,000 naira a month. Okay. That's a low income earner. If the person is living in Lekki, that person is a disguised customer. All right. He doesn't have the kind of money for the life he's living. So he's low income, but he's living in Lekki. That's a disguised customer. He's living in a boys' quarters with 16 other boys. All right. That's how you know a disguised person. And that person, like I said, is flamboyant. If the person is living in, I don't know, somewhere near middle class, that person is aspirational. He doesn't want to leave where he grew up. He wants to move forward in life. All right. And he's taking it step by step. But if he's living in his area where there are other low income earners, he's okay with himself. All right. You see that they're very price sensitive. Now, if you see a rich man living in a poor area, he's also a disguise. Maybe he's a corrupt politician, and his adubo is where he's safe. If he goes anywhere else, they'll come and arrest him. All right. If you see a high earner living in an actualized area, a rich man living in Banana Island, it's actualized. He's satisfied. So these people all have a role to play. These people are the kind of customers you can actually market to. Are you marketing to a satisfied person, an actualized person, or a disguised person, or an aspirational person? It will determine how you market your product, okay? The key thing to note is this. The most rational buyer is the sensitive, satisfied customer, and the least rational is the disguised customer. The actualized customer and the aspirational customer, these guys are stable people. Once you can figure them out, you can figure them out. They are a little bit in between. All right, so which customer is your customer? Now, the final thing I'm going to say or I'm going to discuss is your marketing. For SMEs, I find that they have this major problem, and this is where I'm going to try and round up. I think I've spoken a lot, is understand that your pricing, all right, people make these mistakes with their business. One, they don't price correctly. Two, they don't take into account all the costs in determining their prices. Three, they market only to their family and friends. Four, they don't have any campaign running and they don't have any marketing budget. Now, I find that many businesses, in fact, some people can get away without marketing. So it might be that you are a supplier of something and you have a kind of monopoly, kind of. You have some good customers, you are importing, all that kind of stuff. You are safe, all right. But I also find that businesses don't grow. Like this is why I always say that this is why many of the Igbo businesses don't seem to move to the next level. All right, because I've done many Igbo businessmen. They don't really market. Once they have a niche, they are in that niche. The niche is working for them. But you find that a thing cannot scale beyond the man in general. So people can actually grow their businesses without all these things, but they will not be sustainable businesses. So let's continue. There are two things you need to understand in this. One is that when you are making your price, you need to factor in 5 things. And many of us factor only 2. What are those 2 things? One, how much are my raw materials? And how much am I paying myself or my staff? We forget to factor in the fact that you must have a marketing cost. That's one. You must have a discount margin. And 3, you must have a growth margin. All right. Most of us just factor only these 2 costs. How much am I going to sew this material for this dress? 15K, because the material is 5K. I can make 10K. What about your marketing? What about your negotiation? What about your growth? These are 5 areas that you need to also cost for. And if you do that, some of you say, it's going to increase my cost. But the reality is that it is important that you actually factor in those extra costs to help your business. Because if you don't do this, you're going to struggle. You're just going to be working. You're not going to be earning enough. All right. People that are doing good business understand this principle that they must factor in a cost for marketing. I've worked with big brands and they will tell you that, look, in determining the cost of a bottle of Coke, they factored in their marketing. They factored in that, look, the market can change. Something can go wrong or go right. They put in that money there just so that they are still okay, so that these 2 costs are fine. And 3, they factored in the fact that, look, they have to, anything can happen. The prices might change. All right. So do you factor that in your own business also? That is important before you think about going online, because the online space it can be a frustrating space if you don't get it right. All right. So some of you will say, if I add all these costs, I'm going to start charging more. Will my customers pay for it? The reality is that at whatever price you choose to sell your product, there is someone to buy it as long as you brand and market it right. 2 people might go to the shop, to the market, and buy a slipper for 15,000. One will come back to his own shop and put the slippers for 25. Another person will come back and put his own slippers for 50K. The truth of the matter is, The price of a product is determined by the owner of the product, not the customer. You're the one that determines the price, but your branding and your marketing must justify the price that you're putting it at. All right. So I just want to take a quick hint. I want to give a quick hint. If you say, "Oh, my old customers will not be able to buy this," number one, apply this formula only to new customers. Don't go to old customers. New customers are the ones that you should try this new formula with. Number two, for your old customers, let them know that your pricing has changed. All right, but you're going to keep the price for them, with them. You're going to maintain that price with them based on relationship. Now, two things will happen. The person will either show you that he values your product, or that he doesn't value your product. I know many people say that, look, my friends don't pay me for my services. They don't seem to value what I'm doing. That is very important. Any friend that doesn't value your product is not worthy of your product. And I want you to understand that key thing there. Anyone that doesn't value your product is not worthy of your product. And you must always have people that value your product around you. That is how your business can thrive. You need people that are ready to queue for your new hairline. All right, when you're in town, you need to have people that are queuing and saying, "Man, this product is fantastic." Because somebody would buy your product and say, "Well, this product is amazing." Somebody will say, "Ah, it's just there." Never sell to the just theirs. Sell to the amazing. Sell to the guys that see value in what you are doing, because you're going to see all kinds of people online. All right. And the final thing is I would like you to really, I'm going to do an activity here. Just a second. Okay. I'm almost rounding up now. All right. So I want you to just take a mental note on your head, in your mind, and say, how many things do I factor in my pricing? Do I factor in my marketing, my negotiation, my growth, my admin? Do I factor in all those 5 things? If I factor only 2 or 3 things, for every one you get, give yourself 2 points. That's 1. 2 is, when last did you run a campaign for your business? If you run a campaign in the last 12 months, you can give yourself 10 points. But if you're not running a campaign at all, minus 5 points. Because if you're not selling, your business can never, ever, ever grow. All right. Now, the other thing is, how much do you sell your products per hour? How much do you pay yourself per hour? All right. If you look at all the work that goes into making a product, let's say you charge on 20,000 for something, how much are raw materials? All right. So 20,000 from 10,000, that's 10K. All right. So for the 10K, how many days does it take you to finish that job? Does it take you 3 days to sew a dress? So that means you pay yourself 3,000 naira per day for sewing that dress you sold at 20,000 naira. I want you to understand, these things, because these are the things that are going to be vital for you as you take your business online. And these are the things that investors are looking for. All right. When they come to you to say, we want to invest in your business. When they say, oh, you're doing well, they want to see whether we can support you. They're going to be asking these questions. They want to see how well your business is doing. They want to see whether you're marketing your product aggressively. They want to see whether or not you are pricing appropriately, whether you are earning enough money to support your own growth before they even come and boost what you're doing. All right. They want to see all these things, and they want to see that you are structured enough for your business to go online. I know someone that wanted to start selling things online. The biggest hurdle she was having was her delivery business. So she could she could make the product well, she could do the marketing well, but the delivery was a problem. People want to see that you have a collaborator that is helping you to take care of those things. Now, if you can put all these things in place, by the time you start doing your digital marketing, it will just be easy. By the time you set up your website, your customers will come naturally, because you have a system for attracting them. You have a system for making sure that their orders arrive on time. So I think those are the major things that I want you to remember. Just a quick summary is the fact that, 1, there is always money for your business. Never go to bed saying, God, there's no money for this business. Structure properly and ask, seek, and knock. You will find that money. 2, marketing is key to your growth and attracting investment. If you're not marketing your business, you're not going to grow that business. 3, structure yourself by building an A team around yourself, putting processes in place around you. And 4, technology built on processes, not the other way around. So please and please and please, I think that's all from me. Put your house in order. All right. Put your house in order. Get support systems in place. All right. Get a team around you. Put processes in place and market your business. And you will see that all your prayer points you've been praying about this business, the answers will be coming very, very, very easily. That's all from me. I think I'm done here. Thank you so much for listening. I think I was working for a very long time, but it is well. So that's all from me, Chike. Transformers Assembly, over to you. Thank you.
At this point, we could receive questions now. Please, if you have a question, you can either type it in the chat or you put a thumbs up so that you'll be unmuted. Put a thumbs up and so that you unmute yourself and ask the question, please. You can unmute yourself and ask the question. Please, after asking, kindly mute yourself back so that everybody else could, the internet will not be draggy or slow. Please, we have about 5-10 minutes for questions before the next speaker comes on. Thank you. Any questions, please feel free to ask, or mute yourself and ask, or type it in the chat if you don't want to ask. There was someone who wanted to ask a question before. I think it's Mr. David Majekodumi. I think you wanted to ask a question. Pastor DJO or Brother Samuel Benjamin. Do you have a question to ask, Brother Samuel Benjamin? Please ask your question. Samuel Benjamin, please ask your question. I'd like to ask you a question, Christopher.
Okay.
Yeah, now I have a friend of mine. She was having some problems on delivery concerning her business. She had advertised, she has advertised on her status or online, and it was a fish business, and she had to smoke it for the customer. So she smoked it and all that, and she delivered to the customer, but her cost of delivery was 1,500 naira, right? And the cost of the fish was about 2,000 naira. And and the customer got upset and angry. He did not want to pay for the delivery. And with the back and forth, he finally paid 500 naira for the delivery, and it cost her 1,500 naira to pay for delivery. So in the long run, she lost in the business because the customer argued that on his street, someone does the fish for him and delivers to him for 2,500. So he doesn't think he will pay more than 2,500 naira for the fish, but that he wanted to try something new. And so she felt discouraged by such that what's the vision? How will she now start a business if her first sale is at a loss? The cost of the fish is 2,000. Her cost of delivery is 1,500 because she used a courier, this bike delivery guys, and so the total cost for her was 3,500, but her returns that she got was 2,500 naira. And so she's discouraged about continuing the business. How do you advise someone like this, please?
Okay, so the solution to that is very easy. There are a number of solutions. One, she should find a cheaper courier company. All right. So I've experienced that kind of thing before in business, but I found out that I had to continue searching for a cheaper courier company to help with the delivery. That's one. Second thing she needs to understand is that when you go to the market, you're going to meet all kinds of customers. All right. That customer might just not be her customer. But there are people who at 3,500, they will be celebrating that this product is very amazing, very cheap, very affordable, and they still put it to my house. So my point is, and this is where marketing comes in, many SMEs, we just see the customers that are nearby and conclude that, you know, this business is not viable or people are not buying my product when you've not done enough marketing to begin to see what people really think about the product. She should actually she should do more marketing, find more customers. There's always somebody to buy your product. There's always somebody. Your job is just to find them. So if this one doesn't value your product because, oh, I can get in nearby, then let her look for somebody else. You know, there's something that happened. And in fact, I was on the customer's end one time. So in my office, we use about 4 or 5 dispenser bottles a week. All right. And somebody reached out to one of my staff, my admin manager, and said, oh, she wanted to be supplying us water. And so he reached out to me and said, oh, Sal, this person wants to supply us dispenser water. I said, look, I doubt she can do it. Not because I don't like her water. Water is water. But because I have somebody just very close to my office that sells the water, all right, and I can pick up the water anytime. 2, the water is near me, that's 1. 2, it's always there. So even if it's not there, even if I get to work or it's at night, I can pick up the water at 12 midnight. That's 2. Number 3 is I can pay him later. I can pay him a week later safe. So I said, look, those 3 things make it impossible for me to buy from somebody else. All right. So there's no way I would value our own business, even if she's giving me 50% discount. Just the fact that his own is so near, so convenient, and is affordable makes me to always go to that particular person. So for you as a business person, if one customer says, oh, I don't like your product, it's too expensive for me, look for another customer. That's what you need to do. She can't even survive on just that one customer, really. Yeah, so that's my answer to the question.
So does anybody else have any other question? Please feel free to ask before we move on to the next speaker. Please feel free to ask before we move on to the next speaker. Thank you. We'll be moving on to the next speaker in the next 1 minute. Please, if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Let me ask a question.
Okay.
Now, the question I have is, what are the things that Pastor Christopher said was that when you're starting, the things that you can borrow that you can get, you know, without paying for, that we should, you know, we should bring those things in order to start off. I was just thinking that even though if we do get that, should we not just actually atomize the cost of those things in case if we have to borrow it and everything, so that at least we can work out the profitability of the business in case if that was not available, or at least put it in context of cost of investment as such. Thank you.
Oh yes, definitely. That is important. So from you have obviously have an accounting background or something. From a business perspective, when you're starting a business, you're trying to save all your costs. The fact that you are saving that cost doesn't mean you shouldn't factor in that cost. All right, that cost still needs to be passed on to the customer as if you are, you know, actually borrowing or paying for that thing. And this is where many people make a mistake. So because you got the product for free, you know, you borrowed it from the person, you now undervalue or undersell your product. All right. So the cost of maybe you now bake your cakes for 2,000 naira, when in reality, if you had bought or leased that particular oven, you'd have had to factor in the cost into your product every day. So many entrepreneurs make that mistake of not factoring in all their costs. They just take the ones that are very visible to them and they forget the remaining ones. And that's really a mistake. It's really a mistake. You must factor in all your costs. And that's why I talked about the various costs that are there. Your raw materials cost, your admin cost, all your expenses, because there's an expense to these things. And entrepreneurs generally forget all their costs. They don't really factor in everything. NEPA is a cost, water is a cost, you know, fuel is a cost, all right? Even your chair in the office is a cost that you must actually factor into your final price for your product. And if you don't do that well, you're not going to grow. So yes, you're very correct. You need to do that. You need to, even though you got it for free, you need to add that cost into the final cost of your unit products. Yeah, that's the answer for me.
Thank you.
If it's not a problem, can I ask one more question?
Yes, you can.
Okay, thanks so much. My question is regarding the first process, which is gathering your A team.
Yeah.
I understand that this will take some time. So would you advise that someone who's starting up would have to wait until that is complete before they now start, or can someone still be doing a lot of things on their own until they're able to gather that team? And the second part of that is gathering that team, actually for, is it essentially for investor interest, or is that vital for the survival of the business? Which one comes first?
Okay, so let me answer that question for you. For most of us as entrepreneurs, we start with ourselves. So you need to start with yourself. The reason why starting yourself is important is because when you have done the process, you've done the promotion, and you've done the product, you are able to understand the kind of person that you want to fill in that particular role. All right. You are able to better understand the kind of person you want to fill in that role. But you should not price your product like as if you don't have staff. And this is where we also make that mistake. Because you're the one doing everything, the money that you make is okay for you. So for me, for many years, Chike has been to my office before, and I have a number of staff there. Now, for many years, and I'm not saying months now, years, I did everything by myself. All right, because I'm quite skilled. I can do a lot of things. I can program, I can do graphic design, I can do video editing, I can do photography, I can write proposals, I can do a lot of things. So for many years, I did all those things myself because I was like, oh, I can't afford to hire anybody. All right. But when I decided to move my business forward, I told myself, you know what? I'm going to have to hire people if I'm going to die. All right. I'm going to have to take this jump. Okay. So what was the first thing I did? I recalibrated my pricing. I realized that I was pricing for just myself, not for staff, not for structure. By the time I recalibrated my pricing, I realized that my current customers will never pay me the price I'm charging. They will never pay me the price I need to be charging rather. So I told myself, look, I'm going to have to find new customers, and I'm going to have to repackage myself. I'm going to have to repackage myself in a way to attract the customers that can actually pay for my services. And that's what I did. All right. So yes, it's okay to start, by yourself, but you need to understand that if you're going to grow, you must bring people in. All right. It must be a conscious effort from the very beginning. So that when you're doing things, you're telling yourself, look, this one that I'm sweeping this floor now, I know that someone else has to come and sweep this floor, and I need to plan for that. I can't continue sweeping this floor myself. All right. It's important that you have that at the back of your mind so that you make a conscious effort to get out of that cycle, because nobody's going to pull you out yourself. I don't know. I'm sure many of us grew up with mothers who were always complaining that we did not know how to cook. But the moment you enter the kitchen to try and cook one thing, she will tell you that, you're wasting too much oil, you're using too much gas, you're doing too much this, you're doing too much that. So in reality, that is why the children could not cook, because the mother had a perfect way for doing things that she did not transfer to somebody else. So you need to know what you're doing across all the board, but you need to also be ready to transfer it to somebody. So it's not about investment. It's first and foremost, it's so that you don't have high blood pressure and you're not dying from being an entrepreneur. That's one. Then secondly, for investment, yes, when an investor comes, they want to see that there are people in this business. Investors rarely support one-man businesses. They don't really like supporting one-man business because the risks are too many. In fact, for the international investors, they always tell you that, look, they will not support a company that has just one founder. You must get yourself a second or at least a third founder. All right. Even the Bible says a threefold cord is not easily broken. So the Trinity, God the Father, God the Son, God the Spirit, they are a partnership of three people. So really, you must have that at the back of your mind that you are doing that so that you can grow. Yeah. So that's the answer for me.
Thank you.
One more question. You mentioned something about exit strategy.
Yeah.
And going maybe taking it public.
Yeah.
I think, well, because definitely, depending on your value system, and because I understand that Mary Kay at some stage took her company public, and eventually, because of her God first stance, and Wall Street was not too comfortable with it, eventually she, took it back private.
Yeah.
So, I'm just looking at it depending on one's own vision and how they want to carry their business. Not everyone might want to exit in that dimension, I think.
Fair enough. But you need to understand something, that investments or taking your company public does not always have to be via the stock market route.
Okay.
Okay. The people who are representing Mary Kay in Nigeria, they are investors in Mary Kay. So before you can own the franchise in Nigeria, you have to put some money down in Mary Kay for you to be able to access that kind of thing. So even though it's private, it's a private business, she still has people investing in the business in one way or the other. And if you think about it carefully, every business is looking for people to invest in that business. If you are manufacturing floor tiles, all right, you're a floor tile manufacturer, you are looking for distributors. What's the criteria for becoming a distributor? You must be ready to put down 1 million or 2 million into the business to be able to take up that volume. So that's really what it's all about. It doesn't necessarily have to be the stock market. It can be being able to attract franchise owners, people that will say, look, I want to own this your brand in Abuja, in Kaduna, in Sierra Leone, in Jamaica. That also is taking your company public, where it's not more just about you, but people are now bringing their money into the business to help the business grow. So that's really, what it means.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
And so we would like to, for this session, we would like to pause for a while. I think we would be able to get Mr. Chris Wogire's contacts. We would publish his contacts afterwards. We would go on immediately to the second. We'll go on immediately to the second speaker. Please, can Damilola and Mrs. Damilola Akimbulu John, she's going to take over now. Ms. Damilola Akimbulu John is a seasoned digital specialist, and she's worked for different multinational brands. She's also an educationist. She is a writer. She's written about 3 books, and she's, as I said, into a professional in digital marketing. So Mrs. Damilola Akimbulu John, please take over from here. Can you tell us about yourself before you kick off? Thank you.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can. Hello, we can hear you.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes, definitely. We can hear you, madam.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon.
They're all muted. They're all muted.
We can hear you. We can hear you, ma.
I'm sorry, I've been struggling with the network since, so I'm not sure if I didn't really enjoy the last session because of the network. So I'm trying to be sure. But you can hear me, right?
We can.
Hello?
We can hear you.
God.
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Hi. Okay,
we
if you
can
hear
you.
Go ahead. My name is Damilola Akimbulu John. I actually help small businesses manage their social media accounts. I also create pages and anything that has to do with digital marketing in today's reality for small business owners. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Oh, Ma, don't worry, we can hear you. We've all been silenced. We have all been silenced so that we can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you. We have all been silenced.
We can hear you.
We are on silence. That's why we're on silence so that you will be able to.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been struggling with the network. Okay, let me just share my screen with you. So we'll just kick off. I'll be talking about digital marketing and small business. But what you need to understand is, as a small business owner, you need to go on social media. That's where the real deal is now. Even if you have a functioning office or a functioning workshop or whatsoever, you need more money. And I'm sure you need more clients. Do you understand me? So you need to go on social media as it is. A lot of times people say social media is a scam, but not everybody is a scam. They are still godly, diligent, committed, people with integrity who still do business this day and are flourishing and doing well. As a matter of fact, I even have someone around me that sells shoes and bags. She doesn't have a physical shop. From the comfort of her home, all she does is Instagram, just Instagram. And she just got a car, about 3 million watts. And she said that she's been able to save close to 10 million naira from this business, and you will agree with me that Instagram hasn't been up to 20 years. And she didn't start the business 10 years ago. I think the number of years for the business should be about 4 to 5 years. And she's already making that amount. So this is not a rumor. It is not something I read in a book. It is someone I know, someone close to me. So you need to go on social media. Amen. Oh, sorry. So I'm still trying to figure out this thing. Forgive me. Hi. Okay. My webcam is not so clear, but if you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up, please. Thank you. Okay, so as I was saying, you can see me, thank you. So as I was saying, you need to take your business to where it is if you want more clients, if you want more money, because as it is, more clients is equal to more money. So let's talk about what digital marketing is. I'm trying to share my screen, but just give me some moment, please. Babe, please, I need help. I need to share my screen. Sorry. I'm sorry, just give me some time. Sorry, I'm trying to share my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Since my video is not so good. You did it the other time. I think that's it. Yeah. I don't even know if they can see it. Please, can you see my screen? Hi. Wow. Can you see it? Let me see the feedback. Hello. Hello. They are all muted actually, so they can't hear me. But I just need to.
We can hear you, madam.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. Please,
What
can you
help
see
do
my
you
screen?
need?
Can you see my screen?
No, we can just see your picture, which is,
just my
I think,
picture.
your profile. Yes, we can hear you. If you need it, are you using a laptop or your phone?
Yes, I am. I'm using a laptop. That's why I'm struggling this.
Okay, so first thing is bring up your slides.
I have it here.
They're up. Okay, so then move your cursor to the front of your picture as we're seeing it.
Oh, okay.
See options under. You see some options under that will come up. You will see share screen.
Okay, thank you, ma.
So click on share screen.
I can't even find myself. Okay.
Can you see share screen?
Nope.
Okay, if you just place your cursor in front of
Yes,
your...
I can see.
Right, so just click share screen, and whatever is on your screen, which is your slides, will start showing. Okay, it says has
Can you
started
see my
sharing.
screen?
Yes, exactly.
Thank
Well
you,
done.
ma. God bless you.
Amen. You too.
Thank you. Okay, as I was saying, I gave an instance about a lady that that is doing well using digital marketing. So I have a definition of digital marketing here. You can see, can you all see it? I know you can't hear me, but can we
Can
unmute
hear you.
ourselves?
Carry
Please, I
on.
want
We
to
can
stop
hear you.
that.
What we can't do is talk.
Please,
We can all hear you, but we can't
please,
talk because our microphones are muted. We can all hear you, but we can't talk to you.
Ma, please, can you see my screen? Digital marketing, definition of digital marketing.
From where I am, I can see it. However, there's a gray thing that is blocking the view. Yes.
Okay, like my browser or something.
Hello, Mrs. Damilola. Sorry. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Can you stop sharing? I think I have your slides here. Pastor Chike sent it to us, so let me just share it from here.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. Thank you.
Right.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I don't understand this laptop.
So you need to stop sharing so that another person can share.
I've done that already, don't worry.
Okay, great.
So you can see my screen. You can see my slides, right?
Just hold on. I'm trying to share it.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm not always this disorganized.
Okay. Can you see it from your hand now?
It's saying you've started sharing, so I'm waiting for you.
Loading.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I have it.
Can you see it now?
Thank you. Yes,
okay.
I can. I hope everyone can see it now.
Yeah,
okay, as I was saying, thank you, everyone. Thank you. God bless you. Okay, sorry, I'm not used to this laptop Zoom, and I don't want to use my phone because of my slides.
You're doing well, madam.
Thank you, ma. Okay, as I was saying, you need your business to go on social media. You know, digital marketing is simply so digital marketing can be email marketing, it can be social media, it can be content. But what is common these days is social media marketing. And when we talk about social media, we'll talk about Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp now. If you are not selling on WhatsApp now, you are doing yourself, because a lot of customers are on WhatsApp. In a day, I see about over 100 views on my WhatsApp status. So imagine if I'm selling something. If you are consistent in posting on your WhatsApp every day, you can imagine the number of clients you'll be getting from your WhatsApp. So if you're not utilizing this platform, I beg you to start doing so. So basically, I don't have much things to say. I just want to go straight into the practical. Actually, I still need to share screen because I need to show you my Instagram page. If you are not on Business Pager, you can convert. How you can turn your notification factor. Yes, okay. All these are also important. Why you need to be on social media, because a lot of, like I said earlier, a lot of people are now on social media. A lot of people, like from what I read on Google, over 60% of world population, imagine that, are on social media, and over 4 billion people are actively using social media. You can imagine. I'm sure that if there are 4 billion people on social media, it won't be bad if you have some certain percentage of those people to yourself who are your clients or customers or what have you. And also because it is efficient and effective, it also helps you learn more about your audience. The first speaker, the network was bad actually, but I overheard him mention something about target audience. You know, that's what social media helps you to do. It helps you know who your clients are, who you are supposed to sell to. Out of all these 4 billion people, you'll be able to, know who you should direct your goods or service to. And it gives you hedge over your competitors. Because if, let's assume you're selling, you're baking cake and you can sell from your shop and you can also sell on social media, that's an added advantage to you. So we can all see that social media is important for small business owners. It's not just for the big brands. There are a lot of people on social media these days that from the comfort of their home, they make a living. They don't have to open any shop. They don't have to pay any rent. They don't have to pay for electricity or the overhead cost. They simply have to sell from the comfort of their home. There are a lot of housewives that they don't have a 9-to-5 job and they are making money. They are bringing in money for their husbands. Sorry, excuse me. Babe, please let me close this door. Make money from the comfort of their home without going anywhere. So let me start with Instagram. For Instagram, the first thing you need to do is you need to get your bio right. Most times, I overheard the first speaker, although my network was bad, but I was able to hear piece and bits of what he said. I overheard him mention something about branding. Branding is very important for any business. And if you are taking your business on social media, you need to still brand yourself well. So for your Instagram account, if your Instagram is still on, what's it called again? Personal or something, I can't remember what it is. You need to take it to business page. If it's still on personal page, you need to take it to business page. Because there are a lot of things you won't be able to do on your personal account if your business is not, if your Instagram page is not a business account. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. I'm not this kind of speaker that I don't get response from people, but it's fine. Okay, as long as you can hear me. So
I can hear you.
Thank you. So for your bio has to be in order. It has to be attractive, because most times when you share your Instagram and do with someone, a lot of people, what they want to do is go to your bio and see what it's there, And another thing is they check your feed, they check your number of followers, they check if you have reviews, I don't know, depending on the kind of product or service you are offering or you're selling. They want to see. That's one thing about Instagram. People want to see. Instagram is to see. You can imagine for some people, they can spend hours. And for our generation, for our generation now, that's one of the problems we are having. People spend away time on social media, especially Instagram. If you're not cautioned enough, you're not disciplined, you find yourself spending 2-3 hours just viewing pictures, seeing what is going on in people's life. You understand me? So if you want to catch clients or potential client attention, you need your page to be in order. Like I said earlier, if you are running a business and you don't have a social media account, there's a problem. Please get to that as soon as we finish this session, And if your page is not a business page, you need to change it to a business page. And if your bio is not in order, you need to get your bio straight. your bio can attract a client or a potential client to you. The same thing as your feed. Okay, I'm not in charge of this. There's a picture of a bio, of Instagram bio. Please, can you help me? Can you help me share it? No, not this. Instagram bio, where you have the details of the Instagram. No. I don't know why I can't do this myself. Okay, is that all you have? Is that all you, no, the next one, I think it's the next one. The next one. The next one after, yes, thank you. So if you can see this is how, no, please go back. Go back to the Instagram. Go back a little, just one more slide. Oh God. One more slide, yes, that. Okay, yes. This is a clothing brand page. It's for one of my clients. And you can see how beautiful this bio is looking. You have what she does here. So even without people contacting you, they already have an idea of the kind of service that you are offering or you are going to offer them. So if someone mistakenly stumble on your page and they go to your, maybe they saw one of your products and they are interested in one of the posts you made, and they decide to view your bio. And if this is not in order, especially this link here, I don't know if you can see this happy.whatsapp.com/send, if you don't have that, there is no how that person can reach you, because we are in a generation where a lot of people are not patient enough to want to go through all the, all the wahala of trying to contact, a service that they can get from other 100 or 10 more people, other people. So what social media does is give you an edge. You have an advantage over other people, other your competitors, if you are doing it right. So for this, you can see that this person has a link that can take whoever is viewing this page to, to our WhatsApp, and whereby they can easily chat her up and say, okay, I saw this particular dress on your page. You said it's ready to wear. Can I have it? Can it be delivered to me tomorrow or next tomorrow? Or can I pick up or something like that? It makes the transaction easy. But imagine if you don't have this. Like I said, this generation, we are not patient. They will just, even if they, and one thing about social media is impromptu buying. Once you see something, psychologically, you want to quickly get it, and and immediately that desire or that I don't know the right word to use now, to get that particular thing is not there anymore. It might be difficult to convince the customer to buy, but immediately that person has that urge to buy that particular thing and is able to get it, and you offer a good service to that person as well. You have as well, gain for yourself a client, and that client can refer you to somebody else and to another one. That's what business is all about, referrals, especially for small business owners. So your bio has to be in order, and the same as your old page. You can see how beautiful this is. So if anybody is interested in feedback or the kind of evening dresses that this particular designer has made, they can easily see what this person has done before, so it makes it easier for them to want to patronize, because they can see, obviously, like I said, Instagram is for seeing. Please, can you take me back to my Instagram slide? Down that has bio, feed, and then, sorry. Okay, another thing is your content. I already mentioned about bio, I already mentioned about feed. Please, can you go down a little? Please, like 3 slides downward. Okay, hold on, sir. Hold on, sir. Just go up a little. Hello, sir. The first one after the Instagram slide. Next, okay, thank you. Okay, this is my own feed. You can see how beautiful it's looking. This was not something I learned anywhere. It was just inspired. I don't know what brought that, but you can see that a lot of people are now beautifying their feed. Like for people that are into fashion designing, they can split a particular picture, even photography. They can split a particular picture into 4, into 5, just to beautify the page. You can see how beautiful this is. And if you go to the next one, you see how beautiful it's looking. So anyone that, check out your feed can be attracted to your page. And one thing about social media is not just a place to sell markets. A lot of us have this, idea that if I open an Instagram page today, by tomorrow I should start making millions. It doesn't work that way. You need to get the attention of people. A lot of people that are on Instagram, that they are going to stumble on your page one way or the other. If their attention can be gotten, then you can develop a relationship with them via your content, and then these followers can be transferred into clients. But it's a process. So please, can you go back to my Instagram slide? But it's a process. Yes, thank you. So I've mentioned about bio and feed. Your feed has to be beautiful. If it is beautiful, it's to your own advantage. And another thing is content. It is expected that you go an extra mile to get a good picture to post. That's one thing about Instagram. If you don't have good pictures, you won't attract more people. You agree with me that pictures that are beautiful and attractive get more likes, more comments, and that automatically becomes what's it called? More engagement, and more engagement can lead to clients. Because one thing Instagram does is, if you post a picture now and within 10 to 30 minutes, you get like 100 likes, Instagram will share that particular picture to other people that are not even your followers on Instagram. So it gives you an edge. So the content has to be right. If the content is not, especially pictures or video content, take time, make efforts to post good picture quality content as well as video. Check the video before you post. Don't just post it. If this is about your business and we are children of God, everything we do should be excellent. So if the picture is nice, you attract more people, believe me. And another thing we don't do, I don't know, a lot of people don't do, they just feel that you can just post on Instagram and that is it. See here, it's called call to action. Any post you are making on Instagram and you don't tell people what you want them to do after the post, when you're not a blogger, like I am myself, I'm a faith blogger, so I don't need to say, okay, maybe I said Jesus on my page, but I don't take my business to Instagram. I don't have it's actually a business because it's personal blog page. I don't do business. I strictly preach Jesus, gospel, and all of that, but I have other platforms that I do my business with. I don't do call to action. My call to action is give your life to Christ. If you understand what I mean. But for someone that is selling, let's say, that is rendering an interior designing service, and people don't know what to expect. Okay, you are just sharing a picture of a beautiful, well-decorated living room, and you are not telling them what to do. You are not telling them what you want to achieve. It's not going to be easy to convert the number of people that will be engaging on that post to clients because you don't tell them what to do. So an example of call to action is, if you are selling, let's assume you are baking cake. I don't know why everybody's mentioning cake today. Let's assume you are baking cake. Your call to action should be, place your order today, or I'll give you 20% discounts on 5 inches cake or 7 inches cake. I don't know if that's the word they use. You know, if you understand what I'm trying to say, there should be a call to action whereby you are telling them what you want them to do, what you want that particular post to do. Every post should have a call to action. Okay, yeah, let's assume you just shared a post of a well-decorated living room, and you can just say something like, this could be your living room. It's just a call away, or I'll be waiting for you in the DM, you know, or slide into our DM, something like that. You have just, you never can tell who Instagram will share that particular post to. And at that point in time, the person viewing that post might be in need of an interior designer, you know. So, and another thing is hashtags. Proper hashtags is important. And if you don't add hashtags to your posts, how do you get customer? How do you get engagement? Even people are now following hashtags these days. Hashtags get follower these days. So if you don't add proper hashtag to your post, the number of people you will reach will be limited. Hashtag makes you reach wider, you know, range of people, you know, than even your 1,000 followers or 500 or even 200 followers. If you had hashtag, a particular hashtag can have over 2 million people. You know, some 500,000, even some 10 million. I'm not joking. You can just tag on your Instagram page, you can just put a particular hashtag, maybe faith or any popular food, or let's just say, you know, things that you'll be amazed. Just check under it. You'll be amazed at the number of people that are following that particular hashtag. That anytime there is a post that has that particular hashtag under, all these people get to see that post, you know, if they are following it. So hashtag is important. The right hashtag is important for your post to attract more clients. Then another thing is relationship and trust. Yes, that is very vital, especially when it comes to digital marketing. A lot of people are afraid. You will hear Instagram, there are a lot of scammers on Instagram. Instagram is a scam, this or that. That it's because from their experience, you can't blame them. But there are still godly people that are selling on Instagram and they have integrity. So trust and relationship is important. If you don't treat your followers like, you know, if you don't have relationship with them from the way you make a post, like you can just say, hello fam, hi family, how was your day? Just, you know, just be creative with your content. If your content does not have this relationship tone, you know, behind it, it might be difficult to convert these followers to clients. But if they can trust you enough, if you have a relationship with them, they will trust you. There are a lot of people that they don't even know each other. They have never met before. But the way they relate on social media, hey, you will think it's their mother's, father's brother that gave birth to that person. You know, relationship, there are a lot of even good relationship that Instagram has produced, even marriage relationship. So Instagram is not just a place, even if it is not digital marketing, even offline marketing. If you don't have a good relationship, a good rapport with your clients, it will be difficult for them to keep patronizing you. You agree with me? And another thing is trust. If the relationship is established, trust is automatically, you know, in place. You know, that, no, I've been following her for a while. They don't know her, but they've just been following the page. No, I trust her. I've been following her page. I know. You know, that kind of a thing. So that also is very important. Another thing is value. In the world of today, people are not buying what you are selling. They want to buy value. What can you offer me? What do you have to offer me? Don't just come and tell me, yes, I want to do, like one of the examples the past speaker mentioned about the kids and the parents, you know, but immediately their mindset, or I don't know the word, changed. They have value to offer to the children, whereby the parents can also benefit from. So if you have value to offer, you will do well with digital marketing. But if you don't have value to offer, I mean, you just be struggling. But the moment all these things are in place, please, can you still hear me? Can people still hear me? I want to believe so.
Yes, I can hear.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can hear.
So, thank you, sir. So the moment value is in place, it makes the job easy. If you have value to sell to your clients, if you have value to sell to them, you automatically get sales because they know they are paying for value, not just for products you are selling. Imagine if someone is making ashoke and the ashoke is not good. Maybe the person is not using a good stone and the person promised to use a good stone. That person does not have value to sell. Value comes with integrity. If you are not willing to go the extra mile in whatever service you are rendering or whatever products you'll be selling, don't bother. Because there are a lot of, ungodly people on social media. They don't care. All they just want is, they just want to make money. But we are children of God. We have the mind of Christ. So it is important that whatever you are doing, you are determined to serve value, not just products. If you are going to tell your client that this particular hair or that I'm going to sell will last you 2 years, it should be 2 years. It shouldn't be that after 1 week the person is already regretting why did I buy this? And as a matter of fact, there are a lot of people now that they will call you out on Instagram, and you know what that means. So if you can put all these things in place, it's easy to make sales on Instagram. Amen. Sorry. So the next one is, another one is Facebook. Okay, Facebook is also not really like Instagram. For Facebook, you really need relationship. That's one thing about Facebook. I don't do Facebook because if you spend 1 minute on Facebook, if you plan to spend 10 minutes on Facebook, you might, at the end of the day, you might be spending 1 hour. Because a lot of people that you have not even spoken to in a while, they want to start chatting you up, saying hello and all of that. I wanted to share a particular page, a particular Facebook page that Facebook page that I manage. But since I can't even share my stuff now. So for your Facebook page, you agree with me that you can link your Instagram to your Facebook. Hello? Hello? My network went off.
Hi. I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. My network went off. So another thing is Facebook. You see, one thing about Facebook is majorly relationship. That's one thing about Facebook. Relationship. People are willing to relate with you, and one thing about Facebook is, don't be surprised if your childhood friend, you as we know, you can start having this conversation from 10, 20 years ago on Facebook, So majorly for Facebook is relationship. So if you want to sell on Facebook, some things has to be in place. Your page has to be detailed, if you know what I mean. If you have a website, link it to your Facebook page. If you have a WhatsApp business number, link it to your Facebook page. Link it to your Facebook page. Baby, hurry, my battery is good. Link it to your Facebook page, and one thing that gets more attention or attracts more followers on Facebook is video. 1 minute video can go viral. Once one person likes it, it will show on another person's feed. And one beautiful thing about Facebook is, if you have 100 friends following you on your Facebook, if you make a post on your page, even if you have a page and you don't have followers on your page, whatever you post on your page, you can share it to your personal feed. You can send it to your personal feed, whereby people that are not following you on your business page can follow you from your personal page. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. People that are not following your business page, whatever you post on your business page, you can share it to your personal feed, whereby your friends can see it. Yes, whereby your friends can see it. And once that your friend sees it, his own friend or her own friend will see it. That's one beautiful thing about Facebook. So you should be intentional about whatever you'll be posting on your Facebook page, and also hard call to action. I mentioned what call to action is the other time. Then, like I said, Facebook is about relationship. If you have good relationship, because majorly there are a lot of people on Facebook that you have known for 10 years. For, even for more, your secondary school group can be on Facebook. Even your university, can be on Facebook. That's a good avenue to make money. That's a good avenue to make sales. Let's not even talk about promotion or ads now. If you get all these things right, promotion and ads will be an added advantage, and it makes it easy. So relationship is important as well. Then value and sales as well, very important. Then another thing about Facebook that you should understand is for Facebook, you need to be consistent. Even for Instagram, I was going to mention this at the end of the session, but let me just say it here. Don't post today and wait for another 3 weeks before you make another post. No, don't do that. If you are going to be serious about your business on digital marketing or on social media, you have to be consistent. It takes time. It is not an easy thing to do. And like the first speaker mentioned the other time, for business owner, you have to be the manager, the accountant, the social media manager, the driver, the gbogbo. You have to be everything for now, because the business is still growing. But even if you are going to do that, please do it well. Do it well. Do it well. Don't be clumsy about it. Do it well. Even if you are going to do that, do it well. If you are going to be posting once in a week on your social media page, that thing takes time, because you can't post and just leave. You can't post and just leave. You might not get clients that way. If you post and if you just post and you leave the post and you went to do, maybe something else, or you go about other business, it might not be effective. You just assume that it's not growing. Your page is not growing. It's crawling. You are not making sales from social media. It's because you are not doing what you are supposed to do. But if you are doing what you are supposed to do, the sales will come in. I mentioned the case of a lady that sells shoes and bags, does shoes and bags, and she's making millions. And there are a lot of people like that from the comfort of their home. They have the time. A lot of time. Some of them will just devote for the mothers or the stay-at-home mom. I don't want to say full housewife. For the stay-at-home moms, they can decide that after the children are, maybe they've sent the children to school, the first 5 hours, they will dedicate it to their business. If the business is going to start maybe 9 a.m., by 9 a.m., you're already done with the house chores and all of that. You can do whatever you want to do, make your post, snap good pictures, get a good background, buy all this fluffy rug. They are not expensive. Whatever you are selling, even if it is services you are rendering, you can as well promote your service. Get good pictures on Google. There's this particular website on Splash and Pixel. You can get good pictures, clean pictures, free of charge. Then you can do your research on about that particular service what can you offer them? What value can you give them? Okay, for someone that I manage a social media page, she's into interior design. And sometimes you just talk about, wallpapers. different types of wallpapers that you have, the advantage, the disadvantages, you know. Sometimes it can be cutting, you know, the method of selecting good fabrics for your cutting, how your cuttings should be placed. You know, it can just be wall decoration, ways you can decorate your home without spending much, without breaking the bank, without even hiring a professional interior designer. You know, those are values that you can give people free of charge. And anytime that particular person that has been following you, reading those valuable informations and DIYs that you have been posting, anytime they are in need of a professional interior designer, the first person that comes to their mind will be you. You agree with me that they won't go to somewhere else. They will remember you, that they've been reading your posts, they've been reading your DIYs that you have been posting and all of that. I'm just citing that as an example. You can, you know, do it with whatever business that you are into. Even if you are baking cake, if you are into catering, you can start making small chops. You know, anytime you have an video. Instagram can take more than 1 minute. Okay, I think it's 1 minute. It's Facebook that can take more than 1 minute, maybe 2 or thereabout. Instagram can
Hello, please let's try and exercise patience. I think she's trying to reconnect back. She just went off now. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Pending when she gets back, I also got thrown out of Zoom and just got logged back in successfully. And so I don't know. I think when I came back in, it kind of threw her out also. It's just some little bit of personal and technical issues. And I would have loved to continue from where she stopped, but I actually do not know where she stopped. And so let's just please hold on for a couple of minutes. When she gets back on, she will continue from where she stopped, please. Thank you.
Hi everyone, if you can hear me, say something or just send a thumbs up. My network went off. I'm sorry about that. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm so sorry.
We can hear you now.
My network went off. I'm sorry, my network went off. I'm so sorry. So I was saying something about value, I was citing an example of, ways that you can, create good content for your page. Okay, let's go to WhatsApp. Now, WhatsApp is so easy, very, very easy. All you just have to do is be consistent with everyday status posting. Whatever you are selling, on your offline, whatever, maybe you have a store or even from home, please make use of your WhatsApp. If you don't have a WhatsApp business account, it's easy to convert. You can convert your WhatsApp, or uh, you can, I think you can even have two WhatsApp, whatever on your phone, but it's easy to convert your WhatsApp line to business WhatsApp, whereby if someone sends, even if you are not with your phone, they can get a reply that you'll get back to them. Thank you for contacting and Cakes. Please, we'll get back to you shortly. Even Facebook does that too. But for WhatsApp is, I don't think there's anybody that will wait a whole day without checking WhatsApp, And there's this thing about WhatsApp again, it's called catalog. This catalog, if you are into baking, all the pictures of cakes, small chops, whatever service that you have given or whatever products that you have done, for any event, can be posted on WhatsApp now, not on your status, on your bio, on your, what's it called again? WhatsApp profile, whereby someone can even view all your products from your WhatsApp without saying hello to you. Once the person has your number added on his or her phone, they can, even if you are into fashion, all the dresses that you have made, or even if you are selling shoes, you can snap the shoes and post on your catalog on WhatsApp. WhatsApp has now had that advantage, the business WhatsApp. I wish I could share my screen. I was going to show you how to do these things, but I don't know why this laptop is just messing up today. So you can do that on your WhatsApp now. Fill the information properly, even if you have a website, it can be added to your WhatsApp page. Even if you have a YouTube channel, your YouTube channel can be added, whereby people can go directly from your WhatsApp to your WhatsApp, or to your website, or to your YouTube channel. It's not so easy to do business online. You just need to know the right thing to do and do it. So fill your details properly, even with WhatsApp. I'm trying to open someone's WhatsApp, to can't even show you. Okay, this woman, she makes cake. She has her store address here. She has the number of times, time. I don't know if you have seen that thing before, but people are really utilizing this, platform now to do this, It's a business account, and you can learn everything that business is all about. No, it's not in my slide. I was going to do a real life conversion with my laptop, like teach how you can convert your WhatsApp business or Instagram personal page to business page. I don't know why my laptop is misbehaving today. So it's not on my slide because I wanted to show how you can do it. I wanted to show you. I planned to show everyone so that you can do it on your own. But as it is, I don't know what we can do. Okay, so you can fill in all your details and make use of your status. Please use your status. Anybody that is complaining that you are bombarding them with too much picture, they know you are a business person. So you need to use your status. Use it and use it well. It is yours. Nobody is dragging it with you. If you are into cake baking, I told one of my mentees recently she's into baking, and I'm sure she's even watching. She's here. You can set aside a day to talk about what your business is on WhatsApp. People will read. As long as you have contact on that phone, people will read. And if someone wants that kind of service, they won't go far. Your customers are around you. They are everywhere. It's just that you are not doing the right thing to get their attention. Your customers are everywhere. Your clients are, they are everywhere. You can't say that this is where your clients, this is where. With WhatsApp, you can, but just that with social media, with Facebook or whatever, when you are running an ad, you can get targeted audience. That's one thing that Instagram does for you. It helps you streamline your own clients. You know who you will be selling to. You know you will be directing your attention to. That talks about hashtags. With hashtags, it helps you streamline who your targeted audience is. If you understand what I mean. Their age range, the people that you can see that from your Instagram insights. If you have an Instagram business page, you'll be able to see if your major clients are women, their age range, maybe between 17 and 20. I didn't add to the slide because I wanted to show us the real. This is just painful. You will be able to know these are the set of people that my product is or are for. And that helps you, plan your ads. If you want to run ads or do promotions, that helps you, I'm sorry, I didn't know the network went off again. So I was saying that one thing that social media helps you to do, especially Instagram and Facebook, if you want to run ads, it helps to streamline who you should promote that particular product to. If you already know the range of people that maybe their ages, maybe between 18 and 35, and they are female. Let's assume selling female wear, shoes, bags. Of course, you know that your targeted audience are females. So even if you are running ads, you can run ads of 1,000 naira and you will see results because you have streamlined, who you want to promote that particular product to. And as well, you can even run a ad of 10,000 results. So these things needs, proper knowledge And that's what you have just gotten today. So I didn't mention Twitter. Okay. Twitter is majorly for people that are into services, because Twitter is less of pictures. You have to really have the time to do Twitter, because as you are tweeting one thing, another person is replying you. You must be ready. It's not like Instagram that you can post, wait for 20 to 30 minutes. After a while, you can go to do something else and come back to it, and you see plenty comments and you decide to reply them, people that are already in your DM. It's not always like that with Twitter, even though you can come back and still get your, whatever message they have left for you. But Twitter needs you to be present. That's one thing about Twitter. And Twitter is majorly for people, office people. Okay, if you know what I mean. I'm not saying that small business owners don't do Twitter. They do it too. But that is not the best place to run your business. The best place to run your business, if you have any visible, I don't know the word to use, you're selling, maybe you have fast moving consuming goods, you understand what I'm trying to say, or daily needs that people usually do, that or something that can attract people, is majorly Instagram and Facebook. And another thing is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is if you have a service to offer, maybe you are into letter writing, you are writing proposal letters for people, or you have a company you're running that you are rendering services, and all of that. LinkedIn is more of the officials, if you know what I mean. But for us that we have products, majorly products to sell, and not, service like service, you understand what I mean? You should make use of your Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Very, very important. So there's another thing I would like to mention. I wrote it in my Evernote. One thing about this thing is you have to be consistent. That's one thing about social media. See, you will see some people that for the past 2 years, their number of followers has not gone from 100 to 200. 2 years, that's not growth. 2 years. 2 years. So, to grow your business, if you want to make use of social media, please, you must do it well. Then I would like to say that don't leave God out of your business. Please, whatever you do, I believe you are Christians, don't leave God out of your business. That's a major factor of any business. The Bible says, teach us to profit. God is the one that will teach you to profit. So don't leave God out of your business. It is very important. And whatever you are doing with your customer, deal with them fairly and with the fear of God. That is what brings success. Cheaply, safe. It brings success cheaply. So, and be committed to it. Commitment is key. Commitment is key. Put effort. Whatever you are doing, whatever you want to post, put effort. If you want to go on social media, it needs effort. If you can't do it, employ someone to do it. If you can afford to pay them, employ someone to do it. If you want to do it well. Put effort in relating your clients, potential clients, and be committed to giving valuable services. That's very important. So ultimately, what you say on social media is not goods or whatever, it is value. So be willing to solve a problem for someone. If you are willing to do all that and be committed to it, it's just a matter of time. You discover that everything is going well, even from the comfort of your home. You are making money if you are doing it well. People that are sharing testimony they are not just sitting down doing nothing. They are doing something, even from the comfort of their home. They don't have a shop, they don't have an office. From the comfort of their home, they are still doing well. And they are making money, they are bringing in good money. Diligence is key. The Bible says, show me a man that is diligent in his business. He will stand before kings and not women. So, my network. Diligence is doing it well. If you have to do it, don't make a post today and wait for another 6 months or 3 weeks before you make another one. Be consistent. If you want to be doing it every week, do it every week. If you want to do it every 3 days, be consistent with every 3 days, so that your followers or whoever your potential clients, we know that this person doesn't post today, she will post tomorrow. They have something to look forward to. If you want to be doing it every day, do it every day. Be consistent with it. That's the art of one thing about social media. You have to be consistent. If you are not consistent, if you don't post consistently, you might not get the results that you want to. So I think I am done now because my network has been bad. I don't know if you have enjoyed what I've been saying. The network didn't support, but thank God, Sha. I'm sure that I've been able to pass. Someone wants to say something.
Yeah, if you have any questions, please, you can ask your questions freely now. If you have any questions, please ask your questions. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Just a quick one. Well, for our business, we've not done much marketing, but I want to know what would be the most effective platform to use in marketing of petroleum products.
Petroleum. Okay. For petroleum, I think you should do Facebook and Twitter.
Okay.
Facebook and Twitter. Facebook and Twitter is just it. But you have to be consistent with it. Your kind of, product is not like food. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
But people use petroleum every day. Except it's not that one. Except it's the crude oil you are talking about.
No. It's mainly AGO, mainly diesel. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Diesel. I'm fine. Even you can do Instagram, but majorly Facebook and Twitter. We work for you very well. Very well. Facebook and Twitter. Thank you, sir. Any other question, please? Please ask your question, please.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
I'm sorry I was unable to do a lot of practical. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm with you, sir.
My name is Akimbo. We are planning to do online virtual school for the examination classes. So how do you advise us on the marketing methods or the approaches that we can use that will be effective to reach out to the students and their parents, most especially on the island?
On the island for online schools, you should do, apart from doing an online, marketing, you should also do offline if you are going to, but you should have a proper functioning pages on social media. There are schools on Instagram. I hope you know. There are a lot of schools, even people that are taking private home teaching. They are on Instagrams. They are on Facebook. So I think you should do Facebook and then promote it. Whatever service you are rendering, go all out for it. Go all out for it because there are a lot of schools around. So there has to be something that you want to do uniquely that will stand you out, if you understand what I mean. So go all out for it. Don't just stay on digital marketing alone. Do the offline marketing. Send your people on, let them get to the road. If you are going to focus on Lekki, as you are running ads on Facebook for Lekki residents, also make sure that someone is at Lekki Phase 1 bus stop distributing your flyers. Those things still work, if you get what I mean.
Okay, I understand.
Hello, sir.
I understand you.
What I'm saying?
I understand you. The other thing I want to is about this promotion you mentioned. How do we do promotions on those social media?
Do you have a Facebook account?
I have.
Do you have a Facebook business? No, you should have a business one. You can't run ads on your personal Facebook account. It has to be a business page. It has to be a page.
Okay.
It has to be a page. It is through a page that you can run ads. And one amazing thing, you can run ads on Facebook and it will reflect your Instagram without any cost. It's just the same cost. If you are running ads for 10,000 naira, it will, you know, it will show on your Instagram. It will show on the Instagram, what's it called? The feed. It will show on the, what's it called again? Everything that has to do with Instagram, it will show on it. You understand what I'm saying? So you need a Facebook business page, not your personal page. You can only run ads with a Facebook page, not Facebook profile or just an account. You understand what I mean? Hello, sir, are you there?
Yes, I understand you. Yes, I muted myself. Yeah, I understand you. I understand you.
So with
hello?
the ads, if you are targeting lucky people, that has streamlined your, you know, you already know who your target audience are.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Yes, thank you very much for the presentation. Can I go on with my question? Hello?
And you know, you can do all the oil and gas or banker that avenue. You can show you all of that. You can utilize it as well, running your ads. So if you know what I mean, but you need a page, business page, to do that. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, I understand. I understand. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead with your
sir.
question.
Thank you very much for the presentation. My name is Tayo.
I can hear you, sir.
Yes, I'm talking. Yes, thank you for the presentation. My name is Tayo Yewole. I really enjoyed the presentation, but I want to ask if which of the social media will be most appropriate for service oriented company. When I say service, for instance, if it's an outsourcing, cleaning outsourcing company, where you
I understand
you're cleaning outsourcing training, which of the social media will be appropriate?
Daddy, you can use all. Actually, you can use all. If it's for service, you can use all, but your major target should be Twitter. You know why I'm saying Twitter? Because there are a lot of suit-up people on Twitter. If you know what I mean by suit-up people, like they are official, if you know what I mean by that. On Twitter compared to Instagram. Instagram is more for, you are selling shoes, I'm selling food, you know, for youth and all of that. But on Twitter, you have people like you, people that are very intelligent, and aside from that, that they are too serious. Instagram people are serious, you know. I mean, Twitter people, let's forget about all the jokes that they make and all of that. But if you want to know anything about Nigeria, politics and all of that, the best place to get the latest information is Twitter. So if you are rendering services to people, majorly Twitter, but you can still use all. Do you understand, sir? Daddy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the information. But will you recommend any online source or any book we can read to further expand the information we have learned from you?
Sir, anything that you want, Google has it. That's one thing. I don't have a particular book for you to read. I don't know if there is any, but all the information that has also helped me, aside from training and experience and all of that, Google has the information.
Okay.
If you know what I mean. Google has it. Anything you want, just type it on Google.
Okay.
It has it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Any other question? Any other question? Oops. Are we still here?
Yeah, we're
Hello,
here.
everyone.
Yes, we are here.
Thank you, ma. Do you have any question, ma?
Hello. Can I ask one question?
Yes, I go ahead, sir.
I don't know if it will be too much to know if you have you can get the recordings of this presentation.
Yes, they have it. Pastor Chike mentioned that they will post it on YouTube. I don't know, but I'm sure that they are recording it, except the network hasn't been fair. But
yeah, we've been recording it, and we want to actually send them the slides and some of the voice notes to those who registered. So probably a form will be sent on the chat so that you can register, so that we'll have your email address and send it to you, sir.
Okay. So can I download the registration on the chat, sir?
Yes. Please, media team, please, can you post the link for the forms to the chat, please, so that people could download and fill up the forms, so that we can have your email addresses for those who have not filled the forms, so we can have your email, because we want to forward all the slides to you. And also, I'd like to add this, that we will continue with this. We have 2 more speakers next week, Sunday.
Okay, sir. Okay, Pastor. Thank you.
Okay, Pastor Chike, I have a question. Can I still ask my question?
It's going to be every Sunday, 5 o'clock, please. We'll continue. Please continue. Okay, please continue.
Okay, I'm saying that my name is Remy Adeshomoju. I'm saying that I have a question. I don't know if I can still ask my question.
Yes, ma. Please go on. Go on with your question, ma. Please go on.
Okay. I have a Facebook account, that I've been using for long. And I have a business. It has to do with food, raw. I just started one that has to do with raw food straight to your pot. But the speaker talked about a commercial or another account where I can put advert. So I want to know how to do that.
Hello, ma. Is that all? Hello, ma. Can you hear me?
Yes, that's my question. I just want to know how to, if I want to advertise my things on Facebook, and you said that I need to have an advert page, on Facebook. That means I can't. A business page. Yes, that means I can't do it on the Facebook account I have now. So how do I go about the business account?
You open a page from your personal account. You open it. That was one of the things I wanted to show you, but I couldn't find my way around this laptop. You open a page from your Facebook, what's it called? Your Facebook account, if you understand what I mean.
Yes, I do.
There's a way to open a page from your Facebook account. I'm trying to, are you with your phone, ma?
Yes, please.
You can create a page. You can create a page from your Facebook. You can create a page. Do you understand what I'm saying? Hello, ma.
Yes, I'm listening. Hello, I'm with you. I'm with you.
There is this particular icon on Facebook. It has like flag. Do you have it? It has something like flag. Do you have it?
I will check. I will check.
That signifies a page. So it is possible that you are even you even belong to all this group on Facebook and all of that, So it's easy to do. But the thing is, you need to fill the information correctly. All the information that you need, because some things you might not be able to edit. Ma, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm still with you. I can hear you.
Okay, so you need to create a page. If you want to run an ad, you need to create a Facebook page. You can't run an ad with your primary, Facebook account. It has to be a page. It can be a business page. It can be a personal blog, but it must be a page. Do you understand me?
Okay, yes, I do. I do.
Any other question, please? Pastor Chike.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, ma. Any other question?
I'm looking into, okay, so please, for everyone, if there is no more questions, for everyone, please, we have posted the link for the forms on the chat. Please kindly download it and fill the forms for the chat. And I don't know if there's any other questions. I just want to quickly say this before I get thrown out of Zoom again. Please, we'll be continuing next week, Sunday by 5 o'clock. We are having 2 topics next week, Sunday, 2 speakers by 5 o'clock. The first speaker will be speaking on the marketplace for the 21st century, because you need to know where to sell and how to sell your goods. So we'll be continuing next week, the marketplace for the 21st century. Then the second speaker will be talking about financial masterclass, because we all need to understand how do we finance our business masterclass, while the first speaker will be talking about digital marketplace. So please, if we have any questions, please leave up shortly. In the absence of no speaker, please, we'll just be rounding up here. I want to sincerely appreciate Mr. Christopher Wogire and Mrs. Damilola John. Thank you so much for your presentations. And everyone who has listened, may God bless you and may God bless us all. And we have been empowered to go into our next levels. We have been empowered to take our business online with Mr. Chris speaking on how to start up your own business and setting up your team. And Mrs. Damilola John telling us how to market it. And so we will continue next week from this foundation. Thank you all for coming in today. And may God bless you. I hope you were richly all blessed and all fed. And as I said, may God help us all. Amen. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. You have a nice day.